Hello, everybody. My name is Craig Bennett, and today I'm going to get into Watchdogs, and we're going to get into teams. We're going to be talking about them, the pros and cons with them, what you can use them, how you can use them to your advantage. But I'm also going to get into and even show you how to recruit some team members, different ways to do it, and what I found to be the easiest way to do it overall. Now, as far as things goes, I will mention this right now. There's a maximum amount of actual team members you can have. In fact, it even goes down that if you select people to become part of a team, then that goes against that count, even though they're not part of the team right now. So this is very important to note that basically this could be problematic for some. So as far as that goes, how does teams work? Now, what people might be thinking, and what I thought is, oh, well, they're talking about teams and permadeath and all that stuff. Well, maybe you can do some type of AI co-op missions and AI co-op stuff where you and another team member or a few team members do something, but that's not the case at all. It's more than less like the older stuff, where basically you play as any one of these individuals, any part of your team, but the fact matter is you are it. There is no other anything other than what happens over comms and whatnot. Other than that, you are it. So there is no help from another team member. There is nothing like that. Whatever you do. There is no AI involved with that. So as far as this one goes, something to be noted with team members is there can be missions that are generated once in a while. And most of them that I've seen, in fact, all of them that I've seen that's generated for current team members is a team member gets kidnapped and you basically have to get them back. It's very straightforward. And it's the same mission every time. At least when I've done it, it's the same mission every time. Different location, different people, but same thing. So that should be noted that there can be things like that happens once in a while. It should also be noted that there is no real passive dealing with these. Now, I'll put an asterisk on that, because if you take a look at something like this, so right here, this says shoulder team arrest time. That's passive. So basically, you get arrested on any other team member, then there you go. Stuff out here, earn more money. Yeah, that's happens. Where is the shopper? Right here. So this one, they randomly buy clothes. It's pretty straightforward when it comes to that. So that should be noted that some of these do have passive, but most of them that you'll come across are not passive. And a lot of the passive stuff, you only need one team member to do these things. So as far as that goes, the thing that you should note is the direct benefits, in my opinion. So for example, right here, fast hacking, we know that this person shoulder hacking time. We can see light footsteps, do stealth and whatnot. And we can go down the list and see all these things. And note that some things, like right here, even tells you, okay, this car has missile ability and cloak ability, and it tells you a little bit on what some of these other things do. And this gives you a hint. Oh, this comes with a special car, and it does special things. Now, as far as customization and stuff like that, when it comes to team members, this is kind of a iffy thing. You can customize up to a point. You can customize, give them clothes and whatnot. But the thing is their practical outfit. So, for example, this person, their performance outfit will always be this, whereas their street clothes, you can customize that. So that's something to note. Now, as far as that goes, when they're doing the cutscenes with the people in them, one thing I've noticed is, like, for example, with this guy, I've heavily modified the clothes and whatnot. And what I've noticed in some cutscenes, his glasses and hat's gone. Some cutscenes, he is literally in the starter clothes, as if I did nothing at all. In some cutscenes, he's mostly there. But what I've noticed is there's almost always something missing, if not like everything missing. So depending on the cutscenes and stuff like that, some of that's going to be taken away. So that's something to be noted, is you may want to not really focus too much on customization. And it should also be noted on top of that, you can't buy cars in games or guns in games, unlike other previous games. And this kind of sucks into itself, but you can customize cars and stuff. So say, for example, with this, in this case, you got a car that comes with this particular person. I can do a customized paint job and go around that aspect. But the thing is no other person can get that car to arrive for them. And when I switch out, so say for example, I get that car, I get this person, get them in the world, get the car, and I know the car is there, and I switch people, assuming that car is there, and like I switch to this other person, that car is a normal car. It loses all those features, and it's just sitting there. So, and a lot of times the car's gone. Same thing with drones. Like this particular person, they have cargo drone ability. Cargo drones you can ride on top of, as some of you may know. But the thing is when I switch from this person to this person, I'm screwed, because basically that cargo drone's gone. I've tried it a few times, and it forces you to use a certain person in a mission which you may not want to start with. So that's something to note, is you may run into quite a few problems like that. Now, outside of these minor things once in a while, for the most part, you can use the same person for every single mission, except for very, very particular missions. Like you might need like someone with this uniform or uniform like that, and basically there's like one or two missions I know that requires that. There might be a few others, but outside that, you really can use the exact same person for every single mission, every single thing, unless if they get caught, get injured, or they die, then it's game over. Now, as far as DLC people, if they die, they die. There's ways to get them back, but if they die, and then those are cheaty ways. But if they die, then they're gone. So anyone who's playing it right now, you may know, depending on your version and whatnot, you may have 3 individuals, and where I have 2, one of them died and they're gone. There's no getting them back. Say for example, if I'm to see where this person is, I can actually see, oh, they're in this area, which is all fine. But if I want to bring them to my area, then I can just switch them from here. Whereas if I go to the map, then I spawn in their area. So that should be noted. Now, as far as this goes, when you want to hire someone, there's a few ways to hire someone. You can, over time, doing your thing, people come up to you and say, hey, I want to join, you join. But a lot of your people that you're going to run across is something like this. And you're going to see, they disliked us for whatever reason. When you find someone, you can either go ahead and directly do a mission, which I advise you to never, ever, ever, ever do. Or you can just go into deep profile. Now, in this case, because we are not liked by this person, we can actually go here and say, oh, let's go ahead and investigate that. So let's go ahead and do that. And what this is going to do is, once we get it done, he'll like us enough where he'll give us a mission if we want.
Deportation order cleared. Our prospect can rest easy now.
And then I will be able to actually get a mission for this person and go down that road. But I really don't want to, because what I found is when you do something like that, it's actually 10 times harder than it really needs to be. A lot of these are stupid easy. So what I can do is go, oh, let's go to this particular one and do something very, very similar. Because otherwise it will have me do something like, oh, move this car and put it into a river. Or
now that you've helped them, they might be willing to talk to us.
Something like move a armored vehicle into a very exact location. Something that is not easy by any stretch of the imagination when it comes into this game. Yeah, but I mean, what I'm doing here is just stupid easy. So what I can do is,
a potential recruit has identified a stockpile of Clan Kelly crypto farming equipment in this area. I'm sure they'd be happy if we destroyed it.
like right here, so it wants me to destroy stuff, which is fine. What I simply need to do is find a drone that's carrying a red package. So we got a red package here, which means explosive. So we just take this over here, drop it.
A fittingly analog solution to a pesky digital problem. I'll inform our prospect. We're being contacted by our potential recruit. Patching them through now.
I owe you guys big time.
If you want to repay us, you must join DedSec. There is no other way.
You kidding? Oh yeah.
So simple as that. Yeah, I mean, it's fairly simple. Now we got the person. Otherwise, what would end up happening is we would actually have to go out and do some weird mission, like again, take out a truck or hide a truck somewhere, or do something like free a individual, or do 3 or 4 string missions together in order to get the person. The fact is this is the simplest and easiest way to do it. It's a little, in my opinion, cheaty, but the fact is it works. Like with this person, I can do this, and boom, within seconds, like after we're doing it, they're done type of situation. They're on my team, and it makes things easy. Now it should be noted, before I forget, it should be noted that if you do find yourself in a position that, oh, I don't want a particular person on my team, like say for example right here, I already got police contacts and whatnot, I don't really need this type of person. What I do is abandon recruitment, and that's it. If I don't want this person, for example, I can't do it with ones I got from doing the story or doing the game, as far as things goes. But like people like him I just picked up, I can just retire operative, and there goes that. Unless if you filled out your list with junk, you honestly could find it quite easily. That's just a useless option to itself. So with that one being said, this is pretty much it. The extent of all the team stuff that they actually been talking about. Obviously, you can do things like co-op and stuff like that in the future. That's going to be released a couple months out. But I don't think I haven't heard anything about a online version of the game, unfortunately. So it'd be kind of nice if they had something, a GTA flair to it. But as far as this goes, this seems to be about it when it comes to teams. If you do have any questions or feel like I left something out, or something might have changed in the future, or I got something wrong, leave that in the comment section and I'll take a look at that. Anyways, leave a like, subscribe, share, and I'll see you next video. Hope you have a great day.